Okay, Danny, that was a straightforward and comprehensive win. Did you learn anything from the game?
I think the most important thing was obviously progressing in the next round of the Cup. I was just counting there in my hands there. We got 4 or 5 players minutes in the park today that probably haven't been featuring much recently, so that was good. It was an efficient display, good second half there. So no, I'm happy.
Was that there were 8 changes from the team that started at Coulter last week, I think. Was that all to do with getting boys time on the pitch?
Yeah, we've got a squad of 19, and what I'd said was obviously we're going to have big games coming up, so you can't go with the same 11 every week in life, so it was important today, without being disrespectful to Thornton or things like that, but I felt we could change the team today, and we should still be able to get ourselves a result. And as I say, the most important thing was guys needed minutes in the park, so I think I was counting there. Craig Wilson, who's obviously cup tied, so he's not played recently. Andy McGowan came in, Gary Tom came in, Batchy came in, Franny Kelly came in, Coco, who's been out recently, so it was important we got these guys starting games again.
And were you pleased with the overall level of the performance?
Yes. Sometimes they can be difficult days, John. As I say, you're in a hiding to nothing. Sometimes, most weeks here. But
you had a lot of the ball, didn't you?
That's right, and it was efficient. That's probably, I said to Alan there, it was an efficient, but again, we were efficient today. We weren't firing in all cylinders, but it was good. It was some passes you play were good, unlucky at times. It was a good second half there.
Aye. And we understand that it came on of drawing with Troon today, so that's another round postponed for you in the junior cup.
That sounds obviously a topper of a game there.
I was going to ask you if you know much about either of these two teams, but
we're getting the game watched today, so we'll obviously get it covered next week as well. But as I say, at the end here, it was 2-0, we had third, and then it was 2 each, and then we had 3 each, so it must have been similar to the game.
Leaf came on, went in front.
Did it to make it 3-2.
It was pulled back. So it must be difficult when you're kind of hand to mouth in these weeks where you're not sure who you're going to be playing. And does that cause the team any bother, or is that just something you accept as a fact of life in junior football sometimes?
Probably you're at the nail of it. I think that's just part and parcel being involved in the junior game. I spoke to the players before the game today, and we can touch a wee bit in Coulter. Last week at Coulter, it wasn't great, and I think everybody knows that. But the most important thing was the players knew that.
Yeah.
And after the game last week, they all knew that. But we come out of there. Now, you could look at factors in that. I personally don't like the 3G parts. I didn't like the setup. I didn't enjoy last week one bit. Standing at side, didn't feel right. It felt like playing a game at a sports centre, and it's an important junior cup tie you're playing. So I didn't get myself too carried away last week because I was more interested in the result. Spoke to the players about it today, and they know the levels we need to get to be competing in all fronts. And I said that before the game. We're obviously competing in 4 fronts just now. I say, so regardless of what game we've got, whether it be a junior cup tie next week, a league game, another cup tie, they're big games for us, and that's why we're here, because we want to be involved with big games. So with the experience we've got in the squad, as I say, the 19, I need that 19. There's going to be a lot of games between now and the end of the season.
Yeah, we lost quite a bit of the interview last week at Coulter because of the wind, and I don't think we appreciated that for the side. I certainly didn't appreciate for the side that there was actually quite a strong wind blowing down the pitch.
I'm standing on the opposite side probably for yourselves, John, so I didn't really find that myself. But talking to a few, as I say, it's no excuses. It's part and parcel of junior football. Junior cup ties, you need to adapt sometimes to these things. But as I say, personally, I don't like these stuff. I don't like it. And as I say, from my point of view last week, standing outside the park, it didn't feel like
a junior cup tie.
No, so that's, as I say, hindsight's a great thing. But as I say, what we got through it, that was the most important thing. But what I did say last week that wasn't in the interview was I gave Coulter a lot of credit because they had a game plan. They stuck to it. They worked very hard. They've scored 2 great goals, albeit the second one's maybe probably a cross. So it can't always be about us, John. Sometimes you've got to give teams a wee bit of credit, whether you should be beating them with a few goals or not. As I say, but in the junior game, there's no easy games.
No. And I suppose the break next week will give us a chance, hopefully, to catch up on the league games. We're a bit lucky.
Hopefully. That's, as I say, the league games when they're coming to us now, they're massive games. But that's what it's all about. We've got ourselves into a position where sometimes you're better with the points on the board, but we're in a position with games in hand that we win these games, we're in a good position, so it's must-win games for us.
Good stuff. Well, I wish you all the